There's a bunch of people running around saying that Trump is canceling the FICO score system, but is this true? Well, the short answer is no, it's not true. So in 2025, late 2025, through it's starting to really ramp up and amp up in 2026 is something called the Vantage Score 4.0 system. So essentially what this is for home buying only. So for those of you with a really thin credit profile, maybe you don't have a lot of credit, or you're just starting to rebuild your credit and you need more credit, then the Vantage Score system will allow you to actually qualify for a home even with as low as a 640 credit score. And so normally if you want to qualify for a loan with the regular credit scoring system, which is through the FICO score system, you need well over 720, 740, a really good, strong mid FICO score. And so the Vantage Score system will allow those of you who are looking to buy a home an advantage to be able to buy a home, because you'll be able to inject some of the things that you're already paying on that you're not getting credit for through the regular FICO score system through Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. For example, you can actually get credit for paying rent. You can get credit for paying your cell phone bills, your insurance bills, other bills you can actually get credit for through the Vantage scoring system. And so Trump isn't canceling anything. Stop listening to the clickbait lies. Essentially what's happening is that the Vantage score system is in addition to the FICO score system, but the FICO score system is still going to be there when you're applying for credit cards, when you're applying for car loans, when you're applying for other types of lending other than a mortgage that you would be getting, which would be backed by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. And so that's what we call a conforming mortgage. So essentially what happens is when you get a new mortgage on a new house, within 30 to 60 days, your mortgage lender is going to be selling that to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, which is a government securities backed mortgage arrangement that they have, to whereas they can essentially get their money back from the government. They still service your mortgage, so you're still paying, for example, Rocket Mortgage, Wells Fargo, whoever you got into the initial mortgage contract with. But they essentially sell that loan off to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, so then they can have their assets liquid to continue lending mortgages to new people. And so anything that's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac backed, which is going to be anything that's not a jumbo loan. So jumbo loans are going to be any loan size of around roughly $766,000 for most of the states. If you're in California, New York, or Washington, D.C., then it's going to be about $1.15 million. That's a jumbo loan there. But as long as it's under that amount, as far as the loan size goes, then you'll be able to qualify to use the Vantage scoring system, which again will allow you a credit score of really, really low, like 640, to be able to qualify to get a home. And I recommend everybody get a home loan. Even though it seems high now, you're going to be continuing to pay more and more and more and more and more for rent. And you're going to be paying double, if not triple, in the next 10 years for rent. So you might as well lock yourself into a consistent mortgage payment every single month and have that kind of security.